of us have been having trouble using our iPhone calculators, the actual app embedded to do our trig functions. They're simple when you're doing the sine, cosine, and tangent, but when you go to do the inverse, they're a little harder to find, and it took me a while to look up, so I went and found a video or a forum that showed how to do it and actually figured out how to do it, and it gives you the right answer. Some of our alternative methods, people have been using the MyScript calculator, but as you can see, doing the inverse of tan, it actually is giving me the wrong answer. And I can't explain to you why, but I know that that's the wrong answer that we're looking for, so I was trying to find another option. So in our the calculator app, of course we know to change it from portrait to landscape to get our trig functions to begin with down in the bottom corner. But there's actually another button right here that says second. So it's kind of like your second or control key on your TI calculators. And it's really important the order in which you type stuff. Normally on your graphing calculator, you put the trigonometric ratio first, and then you put in the ratio or the degrees. On your calculator on your phone, you have to do it the opposite. You have to already have either the ratio or the degrees in there before you hit the trigonometric function key. So, for example, the problem that I'm looking at is, if y'all can see that, I am trying to find the measure of angle D, which has I'm using the tan function, so I have the opposite over the adjacent, which is 8.5 over 10.2. So I know that I have to use the inverse of the tan function to find that. And when I first did it, it got the wrong answer, and when I got to the very end of my problem, my angles didn't all add up to 180 degrees, so I knew I had a problem. So I realized my calculator was giving me the wrong answer. Remember, calculator only works as well as the person pushing the button. So to find the, in your Apple calculator, the first thing you want to do is type in the ratio. So I'm going to put in 8.5 divided by, and then I'm going to put 10.2, and then press the equals button so that you actually get the decimal answer. Then don't clear it. It's already in degree mode because I've been using it in degree mode. Also, your calculator pretty much knows when you turn sideways that you want it in degree mode. I'm going to press the second key, and when I do that, if you notice, my buttons changed. And there appears my inverse operations where my regular operations used to be. So I'm going to push the inverse of tan, and it gives me the right answer. It actually gives me 39.8, which is the right answer. My script calculator was giving me 69 or something like that, and I have no idea why that thing's giving me the wrong answer. Another really cool app that was free that I downloaded, which is how I knew I was doing the wrong answer, is this one right here. It's called Trig Solver. It's free. It's a black background with a right triangle on it. When you open it up, let me reset it. It has this screen, and it actually just asks you to enter any two angles or any two sides or anything you need to be able to find the rest of it, and it'll calculate the whole rest of the triangle. So I knew the base of my triangle was 10.2. That was one leg, and then the other leg was 8.5. And then I pressed the calculate button, and actually let me reset and show you what I did. So I had 10.2 and 8.5. There we go. Those are the only two I entered. See how the rest are all blank? And then I'm going to push the calculate button. See the green calculate button? I'm going to push that. And boom, all the rest of them show up. Now this is great for checking your work to make sure you got the right answer, but it doesn't actually solve and do all the work for you, so you have to have that shown so you can show your work in your paper. But it's a good way to go back and check your work.